Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome to War Thunder. I have not been in War Thunder for quite some time and I thought I'd try a few games on the recommendation of a few of you lovely subscribers. Funreal, Panzer Bill, he wanted to see some War Thunder, and if more of you want to see more, please be sure to leave it in the comment down below. But anyway, I am playing a realistic battle because that was the recommendation, to play realistic. And here I am in the T34-85 with the D5T gun. So not the most advanced T34-85. T34s aren't just split into T34 like in World of Tanks at tier 5 and then T34-85 at tier 6. Rather, there are a whole host of T34s dependent on the year they were made. So anyway, we will switch to my view, what I can see. Now, bearing in mind, as this is a realistic game, I can't actually see the enemy markers above their heads, and maybe I can turn it off just to see. Show markers, there we go. That's what I see. And of course I didn't see this, or that, or, well, the minimap as well I did see. So that's all I saw. And I'm taking shots at what appears to be a target, but I can't actually see it very well. And at this point in the game, I did not realise that I should be using binoculars. I do soon con on to the idea. But at the moment, it is very much me just trying to take shots. And it is very hard to see the targets. This is something that you will have to learn in armoured warfare. Well, I've been playing a lot of armoured warfare in War Thunder. Easy mistake to make that. And it is very hard to see indeed. So train your eyes, train to see what the landscape looks like, and to see what enemy vehicles look like. Of course, enemy vehicles do have the appearance of boxes, a lot of them, on the horizon, especially Panther and Tiger tanks. This is the Americans and the Russians versus the Germans, I think, in this particular match. So if you see any German vehicle, you know it's an enemy, and maybe I didn't actually see certain vehicles which were actual enemies. But we're on the map Tunisia. The minimap is not that big. Can we make it bigger? No, I don't actually know how to make that. Don't actually know how to make that bigger. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll try and figure that out for next time. I am not very used to the War Thunder replay controls. I know that you have all kinds of different camera views at the top here, but other than that, I'm not aware at all. And here we go. I've brought out the binoculars, and we can see a tank moving. There he is, coming into focus. But, of course, I'm playing with the T34-85 and has one of the worst gun depressions in the game. So I have to find a patch of sand which will allow me to get the gun down on target. There we go. And bingo. That's a kill. We should probably have the kill feed up so we can actually see. Yep, Geogen 4 has been destroyed. Fantastic. Pushing up now towards the B flag. It's unfortunate that the minimap is so small. In game it wasn't like that at all, really. And there's a Panther. Can you tell me where he is without the binoculars? It is very hard to see. The T34, I believe, has about 145 penetration at is it 100 meters distance or 10 meters distance? We take a shot there. Quite lucky to only take minimal damage, if any. I don't think we take that much damage at all, just exterior damage. And there he is, the Tiger. Now you got to remember, when you're using the binoculars, your position of the camera is much higher than it would appear from the gun sights. I don't think that actually went into the tank, and I think it just missed in general. Those of you who've been playing World of Tanks will realise that this T34 has such a very long reload compared to that of World of Tanks. The reload is definitely over 6 seconds. It's probably towards 8 seconds, really, which seems quite slow for an 85mm shell. But War Thunder does try to be more realistic. I say try. Oh, there's another target there. It looks like another tiger. And I actually found out during the game that when you're in the binocular view, you can hold the left mouse button down to actually aim the turret and gun, as long as it's fully operational. Can we see what he's doing? No. Also, the mobility of the vehicle is not brilliant on this sandy terrain. And the gun does judder up and down as the treads of the vehicle move. There was a Panzer IV there, but I can't actually see him, I don't think. That shot just went well overhead of the enemy vehicle. Can we do anything about him? Nope, somebody takes him out, another T34. Unfortunately for that Panzer IV, he was only the F1 model, which means he had the small 75mm gun. Not the long-barreled L48 gun or the L43 gun that you may be used to if you do play War Thunder. Tell me if you do play War Thunder, by the way. I want to get a judgment of how many of my subscribers play Armoured Warfare, War Thunder, World of Tanks exclusively on their own, or all together, or a combination of all three. So maybe you like World of Tanks and Armoured Warfare but don't like War Thunder, or maybe you like War Thunder and Armoured Warfare but not World of Tanks. And of course, World of Warships. I have tried to get a good game in World of Warships, but it's just not happening for me. I'm not very good at that. I feel War Thunder may well be a good time to explain what's going on with the channel as well, because there is quite a lot of travelling time. You can see the replay timer at the top there is only 8 minutes through. The effect of the vehicle, though, as you can see, we're getting a bit more dusty, sand covered, because we have not actually died yet. And as you progress in movement, you get more and more dusty. Using the binoculars to try and scout round the corner, seeing if there's any targets. Doesn't look like it. But anyway, the channel, I am still uploading 3 times a week. It does say in my channel description at the moment I upload Mondays, Thursdays, Saturdays, but that hasn't been the case for this week or last week. I will need to change that, but 3 times a week certainly still happening, and sometimes even more. I am possibly considering putting up a game on the channel which isn't tank or ship related, and that is a Ostwind, I think. It's a 37mm gun. That shot did connect, but it didn't hit where I wanted to, which was center of mass. We're trying to machine gun the crew out of the thinly armoured crew compartment on top of the vehicle. Looking for him again. Just aim up slightly. That's a kill. Oh, and his turret went straight on. He's down. Yeah, I was considering putting up a series, like a short series on a game, depending on how long the game is. And I would probably do that in quite long chunks. Potentially half an hour to an hour. What do you think? Do you prefer a long content like that for an hour if it is a video game narrative driven rather than a replay driven video? Or would you prefer 20-minute segments or 15-minute segments? Tell me your thoughts if you're into that kind of thing. I know the majority of you are here for just tank and ship related stuff, but if you do have a good suggestion for a narrative based game, I may well look into it and may well play it, because like many of you, I am sure I do enjoy playing other games as well as the standard War Thunder, World of Tanks, Armoured Warfare, especially Armoured Warfare at the moment, and the what's it called, the World of Warships, of course. There we go. Additionally, I put up a video of the PlayStation variant of World of Tanks, and some of you seem to like it, some of you didn't. It's got quite a few views, obviously, because it was new at the time, in comparison to my other videos, that is. Of course, hasn't been the type. Oh dear, there's 2 tanks there. Just interrupting my narrative. There is a Tiger tank coming, and I think I saw a glimpse of a Panther. So we're going to back up, try and get into an ambush position, maybe. And if not, we're going to get the hell out of here, because it looks like he's just staying there. And I know I'm in a Soviet tank, and everyone knows Russian bias. Geogen are a Russian or Belarusian company. One of the two. I'm getting confused with Wargaming. Belarusian or Russian, definitely. And everyone knows there's a lot of Russian bias in these games, even if they claim there isn't. But it just seems there is. There may not actually be, but it just seems. Anyhow, back to my World of Tanks rant. Or, not rant, question. Would you like to see more? I know I did ask in the previous video. Not everyone has to put a comment. I understand, busy, you just want to watch the video, have a good time. Then maybe leave it a like and then, you know, get on with your day. Or perhaps, you know, you've just come home from school or work or whatever and you want to see a video put up by me, which is amazing. I'm still very grateful for all of you being here, by the way. And I don't think I'll ever stop being that, because I'll turn into a horrible ass if that ever happens. But anyway, if you want to see more World of Tanks content on the PlayStation 4, just say down below. I thought it was good. Of course, it does involve me regrinding some of the tanks I've already played, but there is a tank I'm interested in getting because it has a nice, unique feel about it in terms of the skin. It is the Girls and Panzer tank, the Anglerfish tank that they drive in the series, which is, ooh, hello, Stug 4. Just elevate the gun slightly. That's a kill. Thank you. Good night. It's not even a Stug 4, it's a Stug 3G. And is that a Tiger I see the back of? Just get the reload on. He's starting to move, but he's stopped. Thank you. Goodbye. 2 one-shots, double strike. Very nice indeed. How many kills are we up to? Let's just take a look at that. Can we bring up the tab here? Player card. No, that's my player card. That's my stats. And there's a Tiger coming. Maybe I thought he'd see me at this point, but it turns out he had not. So we go down the slope and wait for the gun to hit the side of the vehicle, back of the engine. Oh yeah, there we go. Tiger tanks are very underwhelming in this game compared to what you may believe. It's the same with when a lot of people started playing World of Tanks, isn't it? Where they had a video, wow. They had an aspiration of getting, is that a tank on the left there? Or is that friendly? I think that was a friendly T34. They wanted to get a Tiger 1, so they ground all the way up to tier 7. They went past the VK 3601H, if you've played it more recently, and before that, I don't know what was the tier 6 heavy tank. I don't think there was one. Oh, we went on one tread there, I just saw. Another Ostwind. Get the gun up. That's a kill, thank you. But yeah, people got their Tiger tanks, didn't they? And they just went, oh, this is brilliant. And then they saw ISs and T29s and all kinds of horrible stuff. That guy's actually dead. I'm just putting a few rounds into him for some reason. But yeah, they wanted to get their Tiger tank. They got it. ISs, T29s, KV3s, all kinds of hell broke loose, and everyone just went, I've wasted my time getting the Tiger 1. But then they got the Tiger 2 and the E75, especially the E75, not the Tiger 2 really. The Tiger 2 is okay, but it's not brilliant. But the Tiger 2 can still do some good job. Good work. E75 is a lot better though, as you well know. I do seem to talk a lot of tanks instead of talking about armoured warfare. God, armoured warfare is on the brain at the moment. I have this little project coming out which will be which I'm quite excited for. Nice little, don't know what's happening with that tent there. Little bounces of the Panther tank. This guy almost got me, I've got to say. Can't actually go through those tank traps. As you might expect, they are in fact solid steel and tank traps. Friendly not T34, friendly Su-85 down there. He's bombing it towards the cap circle. He has no idea there's a Panther. I may well should have warned him in the chat, but hopefully the Panther's not actually looking this way. And there he is. Aim, fire. Oh, it turns out it's not actually him, it's the guy back there. Oh, I'm such an idiot. That guy is a goner. The one in green anyway, he's already dead. But as you can see, I'm trying to manipulate the camera controls slightly, turning the corner there. He's coming this way, I back the hell up. Try and turn the tracks in order to get out of dodge. Turning in super low gears, first gear this is very slow, but we managed to get out of there and drive a long way round. Maybe he thinks we are waiting for him. And it would be quite foolish for me to wait against a Panther from the front. Panther in this game has very strong frontal upper glacis armor, and the lower plate at distance is also very strong from this gun. It is a higher tier vehicle, of course. This is a tier 3 T34 as opposed to that of the Panther, which is the tier 4 variant. This game is split into 5 tiers. And I hear everyone just runs around in T54s in the tier 5 matches, as well as the M103. I think it's a really good gun on that tank, but it isn't as fast as a T54, obviously. So no one really likes playing mouse in this game, I don't think, because you just get shot in the side of the turret, I hear. And we got the back of you, haven't we? Thank you. He's not actually dead, though. He's been set aflame. Try and penetrate a few 7.62mm machine gun into the rear of the vehicle. It's not really going to happen. Put one into the back of his turret, and, well, those bombs are going to finish the job, methinks. That's pretty much it for this game. 6 kills, 1 assist, 1813 experience. Base experience. I don't think there is such a thing as base experience in this game, but that's it. All enemy vehicles have been knocked out, I think. And I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the post-game stats. So there we go, T34-85 PvP battle on Tunisia. 20-minute runtime. This is what this game mode is really. It lasts for that long. The team score, I came second. 6 kills, most on the team actually. Didn't die once, which I am surprised at, because I normally run out into the open and get shot instantly. This guy did very well on their team, got 5 kills of his own and a bunch of other stuff, but died 3 times. So unfortunately they lost. There we go, really. I hope you enjoyed. That's a TED truck. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the T34-85D5T variant. As you can see, like I said earlier, there are various T34-85s and stuff. In fact, the normal T34-85 is in tier 4. But this one is certainly good for its tier. Tell me your thoughts anyway. Did you enjoy it? Do you want more? And if you do want more, tell me what vehicle or nation I should play. I don't have all the vehicles, as you can see. They do take a very long time to grind out, but I do have quite a lot of the German vehicles, you see, and some of the American vehicles, and of course the British have just recently been added, but I don't have too many of those yet. Tell me what you want to see, if you want to see more. If you have a replay, there is a replay system, of course. You can send that in. I know Funreal sent me one. I will have a look at that Funreal. I mean, I've already had a look at it, and you should probably expect that to be a video sometime. It was a very, very, very good match in the KV2. Anyhow, this has been War Thunder, not Armoured Warfare, as I blundered earlier. And I'll see you, chaps and chapettes, in the next one.